Hi guys, thanks for stopping back. Today we're going to take the rear end apart in our 1988 Mustang Coupe. We're going to put some 35 spline axles in. We'll compare those to the 31s we're taking out. It's a really nice day out today, mid 70s. I'll try not to rub that in too much. Well, let's get to it.
The toy is activated. No kid. You and I have just become the first four-wheeled motorcycle team in history. The toy is activated.
Take a minute to explain something. When I put this kit together, this is a set of brake caliper brackets I bought from one of the guys on some of the forums, and he sells them on eBay, and they're like $100. It was a pretty good, pretty nice bracket. They're made really nice, and the thing I like about these ones, since they're straight, they don't have a bend in that ear where the brake caliper would bolt to. They bolt in behind the flange, so when you bolt your C-clip eliminator, it doesn't interfere with that. So that's what I like about this design over like the North Race Cars brackets. They bolt in front of the flange. So supposedly I've read that you can still use them, but when I called Strange, they were pretty specific about wanting to know what style bracket I used. So I don't know if that changes something in it, but I really like this design. The company's called ECM. I don't know if you probably can't see it in there, but it might focus in. And they make two different ones. This is for the regular 94, 95 stuff, and they make one for Cobra brakes also. It's a different bracket, obviously, because the disc brake rotor's bigger. So, and I went with these brake caliper brackets and brake calipers. They're powder coated red. They came from a company called Fox Body Brakes, and they're on eBay. Pretty reasonable. I couldn't find any in stock like at Rock Auto. I tried to buy Stop Techs and they didn't have them, and I bought these. It was a little bit more money, but I think they're probably a little bit nicer brake caliper. I also bought from them the plug. When you do rear disc brakes, there's a plug in the front of your factory master cylinder, or not master cylinder, your proportioning valve, and you take that plug out and there's a spring and valve in there. That's what actually makes the proportioning valve work on the stock stuff. And you got to take that out, so it basically just makes it a hollow valve, and they sell a metal plug that goes in its place so it doesn't leak. I bought that from them. They sell everything, Fox Body Brakes. They sell everything to do this conversion, and it's really nice stuff. So check them out if you're looking for something. What's funny is when I made the payment through PayPal, it actually said I sent my payment to Bear Brakes. So I think that it's somehow affiliated with Bear, and maybe they're just selling on eBay and not using their real name. But that was pretty cool to get that. So that was another thing that was nice, knowing I was getting something directly from Bear. Hey guys, so we got the axle shafts out, and I just put them up next to each other here, where you can kind of see a comparison between a 31 spline Yukon axle and a 35 spline Strange axle. So it's a pretty noticeable difference. Let's flip you around here and you can take a look at that. All right, there it is. And you can kind of see what it did to those splines, twisted them. And there's our new axle shaft. The other thing you can tell too, there's a step. These taper down, so it's not even that full size all the way up the shaft, which I noticed. The nice thing about these, it's even more noticeable in different shafts, but the Yukon ones weren't as bad as some of the cheaper ones, even that were like the house brand ones. And there you can see the Strange Hy-tuff axle. Splines are heavier. It's a lot nicer piece, so I think it's going to work out pretty good. Well guys, we got the spool out. Couldn't really get the camera in there like I wanted to get it, so I tried to do the best I could taking out the carrier bolts, but there's just, being on the floor like this, there's just no real good way of doing it. It's kind of the thing that sucks about not having a rack anymore. But ring gear looks really good. Pretty pleased with it, how it came out. Put this in 3 years ago, I think, and gears wore really nice. So I'll flip you around and you can see what it looks like. Yep. So there it is. Like I said, everything looks like it wore pretty good. The backlash was pretty nice looking, so hopefully we'll put it back together again and won't have any issues. We've got the axles and the carrier out on the floor. Just got to put the bearings on the carrier and switch the ring gear over, bolt that back in, clean everything up, and double check the backlash on that, make sure it's okay. I really wanted to put it together this weekend, but it's not going to happen. The wheel studs that are in there, I decided after looking at it, it's going to be real hard to put new ones in with the axles in the car, so I'd rather just switch them out with it out on the floor. So they're 3 inches long, there's not enough room in behind them. So I wanted to get some ARP studs, and the local speed shop down the street, they keep quite a bit of stuff in stock, but they didn't have ARPs. All they had were Morosos, and I didn't want to use those, so I had to order them from Summit. They actually shipped today. It notified me, so they're supposed to be here, I think Wednesday or Thursday. So hopefully I'll come out and we'll switch those out. I won't bother videoing it. All it is threading a bolt in and out, not worth it. But we'll get all that ready to go, and then hopefully next weekend I'll have some free time, hopefully Saturday, and I'll film putting it back together again, and maybe we'll take it for a spin around the block. But I'd like to thank everybody for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.